Here is the demo for the operational data analytics chatbot. Here we have the same workflow diagram, which starts with the first task of input validation, which takes as input the user query, and this input is then validated, checked for rules, for correctness, and then if it's valid, it is passed on to the next two tasks of SPARQL generation and virtual knowledge graph generation. The SPARQL generation generates the SPARQL query, and the virtual knowledge graph generates the virtual graph to answer that query, which fetches the data from the ODA data lake, and this is then stored inside the graph database on which the generated SPARQL query is executed in the final task of query execution. So for the demo, we have 4 Docker containers, front end, back end, graph database, and the LLM inference service. The ODA data lake could be both offline Parquet files and also online with a direct connection to NoSQL databases. For the demo, we are taking the offline ODA. So here we have the front end of the chatbot, which is based on the XSH framework. The user has to write the query in the chat box, and the system returns the answer in the form of a table. So here we ask a query about the total power for a job. We see what's happening in the backend. We have the input validation, SPARQL generation, VKG generation, and here the user asks a question of what was the maximum total power for the job, what was the average temperature for a job, how many times this temperature go above a critical threshold, an arbitrary threshold of 75. Yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching.